Brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Good.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Power running by Zeke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down, Prescott. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, Swift, 46. Go, get out there.
Prescott from the gun. Out to it, and the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Edwards looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And out now come the Cowboys. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you You'll only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands, meaning if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Flex round.
Now Edwards. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. In there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
27. Here we go. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And New York set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Edwards looking to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Come on, let's go. 38. 38.
To throw is Edwards. Operating from the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
46. There you go. 488.
First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott being chased out left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And give him 10. Get a nice gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. And
down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Edwards now to throw on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand
38! Edwards on 1st and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Prescott now. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the Giants ready to come out now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Throwing. Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Hakeem Hunt, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now for the point after. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, Edwards. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Edwards. On 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cannon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Here's Edwards throwing on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's got this down to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Edwards. Looking to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Giants on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Edwards. And Ingram holds it in. A nice gain at 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Edwards now on first down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Austin's got it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott dancing to his left. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Prescott on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Austin. And he's taken down inside the 30. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down carry by Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here you go.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here you go, 46. 26. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now out come the Giants. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Again, it's Elliott fighting him off. Power running by Zeke. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carry now for Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game,